Drifting beyond the stars in the D&D multiverse are the Elder Evils, beings of madness, incomprehensible to sane minds. If the material world is the real, then these are the unreal waking nightmares of Lovecraftian proportions. These beings have heralds that signal the beginning of the end for countless realities and worlds. We call these heralds the Starspawn. This is an encounter revolving around them. This encounter begins when an archaeologist in a local town sends the party to a tomb. What is inside this tomb is up to you. Maybe it's a MacGuffin needed to defeat your adventure's villain, or a good old-fashioned treasure hoard. Whatever it is, the party is drawn to this tomb. Going through the tomb, the party encounters pieces of lore detailing the Starspawn's fall to the Earth. They crashed here on a comet and have been waiting ever since for the Elder Evil to call to them. Before the encounter, the party must open a vault door. Little do they know, this door is not to keep grave robbers out, but the Starspawn in. Inside the vault is a large space cut in two by a stone wall. A single closed portcullis connects the two rooms. The room immediately inside is filled with 6 Starspawn Gru and 1 Starspawn Hulk. Gru are pale-skinned humanoids with spikes on their backs. They carry around with them a maddening aura. The Starspawn Hulk is a massive, dumb creature, as its name suggests, and is brutal in combat. In the other room, past the portcullis, is the reward the party is seeking. Additionally, there is a Starspawn Seer. The Seer was once a human that was twisted by the powers of an Elder Evil. They are the main threat that the party must face in this encounter. Before going further, I recommend staying for the whole video. This encounter has a lot of complexity to it. We'll be talking about monster tactics at the end so you can run these creatures at their fullest capacity. Also, if you do make it to the end of this video, consider dropping a like, comment, or sub. Alright, back to the video. When combat starts, the Seer stays hidden behind the stone wall. Then, on its turn, the Seer phases into the first room. The Seer has access to incorporeal movement, meaning it can jump out, attack, and flee to safety once again. As a dungeon master, you can have your Seer take one of 3 actions on its turn. First, the Seer can attack with its Comet Staff. This attack has a chance of incapacitating a target on a failed Constitution save. However, only use this attack if a creature is close enough to the Seer once they've phased through the wall. It is imperative that the Seer never stays on the other side of the wall on its turn, otherwise the party will simply focus fire on the Seer and kill it too quickly. Second, the Seer can use its Psychic Orb attack. The damage is decent, however the real reason to use this orb is not targeting a party member but the Starspawn Hulk instead. When the Hulk is hit by psychic damage, it takes 0 damage and makes every creature within 10 feet of it take the psychic damage instead. You are essentially using the Hulk to get a free psychic fireball. Finally, you have the Seer's Collapse Distance. With this, you can target a creature and if they fail a wisdom save, teleport them to a place that the Seer can see. I advise teleporting a melee character beyond the portcullis and take them out of the fight. Additionally, all other creatures within 10 feet of the target's original space take 6d12 psychic damage. If the Starspawn Hulk is close by though, you can essentially get 12d12 psychic damage. This will shred the HP of even epic tier parties. Hey, if you're thinking these Starspawn are pretty cool, comment down below. If we get 10 comments saying how y'all like the Starspawn, I'll make a guide breaking down all the Starspawn stat blocks and a video explaining how to make the Starspawn the villains of your next epic campaign. Next, let's examine the Starspawn Hulk. The Hulk's main purpose is to use its Psychic Mirror ability. Being able to reflect so much psychic damage makes the Hulk a terrifying opponent to contend with. Furthermore, if the Hulk hits a creature twice with its slam attack on its turn, the Hulk does more psychic damage and has a chance of stunning its target. Thus, to increase the effectiveness of the Hulk, I would suggest the Hulk always focus its attacks on the same creature. With only 136 hit points, the Hulk won't last long against higher level opponents, or classes with large amounts of burst damage like paladins or rogues. Make sure you have the creature do as much as it can early on in the fight, or, and this is really evil, have your Hulk take the dodge action on turn 1. Yep, have it run into the center of a group of party members and take the dodge action. That way, when the party members crowd around the creature or think that it's not a threat, the Seer can pop out and use the Hulk's Psychic Mirror to do massive amounts of AoE damage. It works every time. I've never had a party not fall for this tactic. Finally, let's talk about the Gru. These pale little nasties are insidious in numbers. Why? Well, they have an aura of madness. This aura gives all creatures that aren't aberrations disadvantage on all saving throws, and to make matters worse, it gives disadvantage on all attacks against all Starspawn other than Gru. Their aura is crippling, and it forces the party to deal with them before they can target the Hulk or the Seer. Additionally, the Gru's Confounding Bite forces a wisdom save that, if failed, give all Starspawn advantage on attack rolls against the target that have failed the save. This works well for the Starspawn Hulk. If it gets advantage on all its attacks, then it has a higher likelihood of stunning the creature it's attacking and getting its extra psychic damage. Alright, let's talk tactics. The general battle plan for this encounter should be the following. Number 1, make sure you get the Hulk in the middle of as many party members as possible. Optimize its psychic mirror. Number 2, make sure all party members have at least one Gru within 20 feet of them. We want everyone to have the maddening aura on them at the start of this battle. You shouldn't care if you have to use the dash action on your Gru round 1. Just make sure your positioning is solid. Number 3, your seer should be phasing in and out of the main battlefield constantly. Party members should need their ready to actions or something magic to stop the seer from moving in order to deal damage to them. Number 4, your seer should fire its 2 psychic orbs into the Starspawn Hulk round 1. Get as much as you can out of that Hulk round 1. Round 2, have the seer use its collapse distance to teleport the most troublesome party member behind the stone wall. Now round 3 is a little bit of a toss-up. Either continue attacking the party with psychic orbs, now I'm assuming here that the Hulk is already dead by this point, or attack the teleported party member behind the stone wall with your comet staff. This encounter is for a party with no less than 425 combined hit points and ways of healing. Starspawn are deadly creatures when combined with each other. If your party succeeds against this group, they will have earned their victory. But maybe you're looking for monsters that will put the fear of God in your players. Something that isn't mechanically scary, but existentially as well. If that's the case, check out this video right here. It contains the monster that my players are most afraid of. Also, thank you for entering the dungeon.